Leadership is a part of the fabric of what it means to be a team member at Hartford Healthcare. Using our H3W leadership behaviors is important every day, but they become even more important during an emergency or disaster. You may find yourself guiding your team under uncertain and difficult circumstances, but your mission remains the same: to provide guidance and support to your team. People in our care and our colleagues are counting on you to ensure their safety, assess emergency situations, provide solutions, and constantly communicate new information. This video will provide you and other HHC leaders, such as team leads, supervisors, managers, directors, and vice presidents, with foundational emergency response concepts and expectations.
What's going on with the lights? Hello? There's like nothing. I'll just find out.
Take charge. Ensure your safety first, then ensure the safety of your team, patients, and visitors. Quickly identify the issue and direct your team to take action to reduce or eliminate the hazard. Remember to encourage safe practices like using high-reliability organization safety behaviors, and remind staff to view their plans or policies to avoid any errors. Continually monitor your team's health and wellness and suggest any support services as needed, such as rest or even EAP services.
Is everyone okay? Okay, Jairik, Christine, I need you to go check on our patients. We're gonna huddle up soon, so meet me by the board when you're done with your checks.
Okay.
Emergencies have the potential to quickly overburden our current staffing, supply, and equipment levels. An event is considered an emergency or disaster when you lack the resources you need to appropriately respond to the event. In other words, can you manage the event through routine processes, or would the event be better managed with extra help? If so, you may need to dial 911 or the internal emergency number. Then, communicate the escalating situation through your typical chain of command to your manager or administrator on call. Remember, if you're in an area or building with multiple departments, you should communicate and collaborate with the other teams. For example, some of our buildings contain multiple practices. Be sure to inform other services like the medical group, behavioral health, rehabilitation, or even lab services.
It seems like everyone is safe on our unit, but in case this event has not been reported, I'm gonna call the emergency number.
Public safety, what is the location of your emergency?
Hi, we're located on the 4th floor.
Okay, thank you. Now, what is happening on your unit?
The lights flickered and we heard a loud boom.
Okay, we're receiving numerous reports of this.
You'll update us as soon as possible, right?
An emergency has been reported and additional information will be shared soon.
Hi, is this the administrator on call? Are you aware of the emergency? Okay, thanks. We will keep you updated.
Sue did the right thing here. She quickly assessed the situation and made initial notifications. Active and visible leadership is vital. Gather your team as a group to further assess the situation, collect feedback, and share any updates. While connecting with our teams in person is preferred, consider virtual options based on the situation and safety. Your team will be looking for your advice and direction on how the department will respond to the situation. Ensure they continue with their regular work unless otherwise directed. Some team members may feel uncomfortable during the emergency, so it's helpful to recognize the challenging environment they're facing, and you are there to support them. After you conduct a huddle, you should report your department's status to leadership. Your organization will complete this via verbal, paper, or electronic report. At a minimum, the information will include general department information, such as the person in charge with their contact information. Staffing. What is staffing like now or in the future? Supplies, resources, and assets. What do you have that you can share? What do you need? Public safety and security. What do you need to ensure safe operations? Technology and communication systems. These systems are the lifeblood of our facilities. What is the current status? Prepare or use downtime procedures. Critical infrastructure. Report any issues with electricity, water, sewer, HVAC, etc.
Okay, everyone. There's something really unusual occurring in the building, and we're not yet sure what's going on. I was wondering, what have you seen so far, or are there any problems in your department?
The lights flickered in a couple of the patient rooms.
I felt the building shake.
I heard a loud boom coming from the main hallway.
Thank you for this information. This is going to be difficult, so we need to get a plan in place. This is what we're going to do first. Jairik, I need you to go and check on all of our patients and families. Angela, I need you to do a full inventory to see how long our supplies will last. Christine, can you check on our staffing for the next 48 hours and make arrangements in case we need to add additional team members? We'll huddle back up again in about 30 minutes or sooner if we get more information.
Some emergencies can last a few hours, while others may extend over a number of days. You may need to conduct multiple huddles before the event concludes. In the event of a long-term emergency, we must maintain a positive attitude and persevere in the face of setbacks. Emotions can run high, and our thinking can be affected. Emergency events require us to be problem solvers under the most trying circumstances. We must lead by example and embrace our culture to foster an environment where our teams can perform at their best. Be mindful that during extended events, your team members may have responsibilities to their families. Help them be in the moment by encouraging them to check on their families so they can be more focused on their work. If you serve in a director or vice president role, you're expected to respond a little differently. You should round to all your departments. Check in with your managers and help to break down any barriers they're facing. If an incident management team is convened, you should be familiar with the way you communicate with them, and perhaps even join the team in a response role. Frequent communication with your team is imperative as the event unfolds. Be sure to clearly and thoughtfully communicate your messages to rally support and encourage flexibility during changing circumstances. Share information with all parts of the organization. If you receive information from the command center, share that. If your colleagues have information to share, cascade it to the incident management team.
I just received updated information from the Emergency Operations Center. It sounds like the local utility company is having some issues with their city's electrical power, and they're not too sure when it's going to be fully restored. We are going to run our own generators, but we need to make sure that we're fully prepared if anything else happens.
Remember, during an emergency, you should ensure the safety of your department, assess the situation, and notify key leaders. Lead a department huddle and communicate frequently. Serving in a leadership position is challenging even under the best circumstances. By using these emergency response principles, we know you can provide the guidance and support your team needs during any emergency.